Alright, so Fantastic Four. It is in cinemas now. A movie I'd been waiting for a long, long time. A huge fan of the Hickman run. Love the Fantastic Four in general. The cartoon as a kid. Who remembers that? Oh my god, that was great. That intro was killer. And of course, there was the Silver Surfer show. I don't really remember much of it, but all I remember was Galactus and the Silver Surfer just going around moping like he was the original emo boy in that show. But anyway, back on topic. Fantastic Four the movie. So I've just watched it, and here are my thoughts. Few spoilers, a few things I picked up on, a few things I liked. Let me know what you thought of it in the comments. Let me know anything you think is going to happen in the future. And yeah, let's see how this affects the MCU going forward. Okay, so we start off with obviously the reveal that they're expecting a baby. This moment actually got me in the cinema because they mentioned they'd been trying for over 2 years. They'd given up. Pretty much hit home. We were in that situation, and then we gave up, then got on with our lives, and basically, oh, look out, we're having a baby. Well, he's 5 months old now. Unfortunately, not called Franklin, sorry. And yeah, so I was like, oh god, I'm hooked at the moment. Let's see how this goes. Thank God there wasn't an origin story. We all know the origin story. So we got 4 years later, all tied up from that TV show, from that guy. I don't know who he is, but he looks very familiar. You get a few sort of instances of events they've stopped dealing with Mole Man. Oh, I forgot the actor's name, but he plays Keith in Kingdom. If you've not watched Kingdom, get out there and watch it. That is a great MMA show. Get your dick on the table, Keith. The Red Monkey. Oh, I forgot the name of that. Sorry, but yeah, you can get a teaser of that near the end. And yeah, it was great. Sets up the story that we're coming to see. This universe itself feels and looks a lot more comic book styling than the original MCU universe. So yeah, they kind of fit in. Everyone loves the Fantastic Four in this universe. They are comic book characters, as you were. There's a brief Doom tease in that. Well, obviously, the sign for Latveria, you don't see him. Oh no. I mean, of course, you would have seen him that early on in the movie, but still, it's great. They play a lot on the fact that Reed is very, very smart. He's also, as Ben says, dumb. He can't drive and can't cook, but that's more of an art than being smart, apparently. So I quite like that as a response. Another moment of Reed's that kind of got me was when he mentioned that he doesn't sleep, he just invites the bad thoughts into his mind, so he knows how to fight them and how to solve that. And yeah, again, after going through a few rough years, that is exactly how you do it. You just let them in, figure it out, and go from there. Yeah, so a few of the characters. Silver Surfer, a few people kicked up a fuss it wasn't the original one. I have forgotten the original guy's name, but basically the one that was in today, in an alternate universe, his wife became the Silver Surfer, so I'm guessing they're playing up on that one. Alternate universes are a thing in Marvel, aka this movie. Galactus came across big, as he should have. Loved him, strong, looked comic book accurate, that was great. I was a bit worried when I saw the spaceship come out of Earth, like that big circle. I was like, oh shit, it's that big gas cloud again. But no, they did it great. Watching him walk through New York City was fantastic, destroying things along the way. I was a bit gutted with how it all went down. I felt like he's too strong to go down like that. But again, it is what it is. And with Franklin, I was actually worried they were going to make Franklin age up and defeat Galactus, or something was going to happen with him and Galactus, and you saw why he's so powerful. Now, save that for future movies. Yeah. If you do it all at once, it's going to be a bit of a worry. There was a lot of talks of cameos that you would see, or characters going forward. I'm glad they kept it to mostly just the Fantastic Four and just a bit more of a story about them. You got to see a lot more of the characters themselves and what they built into. Thinking of it now, that story. I actually, when they started doing the teleporting egg thing, I was like, oh god, they're not going to teleport the Earth, are they? And then that was going to be their plan. I was like, I bet they're going to do that, and that's going to start the incursions, blah, blah, blah. Luckily, no, it wasn't part of the plot. That fell through. Sorry, spoilers. But yeah, it's not... Well, if you've watched the movie, oops. If you haven't, it is what it is. So yeah, the team themselves of the Fantastic Four. I enjoyed the chemistry and the personality. You believed that they were a family. Let's start with Ben Grimm. Yeah, he's a giant rock monster, punches stuff apparently, but no, he's not another Hulk. He's Reed's best friend. In my opinion, Fantastic Four. He's kind of the glue for the whole family. Keeps them all together. He's lighthearted. He's jokes. He's got a soft side. He goes. Yeah, obviously, life's changed. He's a big rock monster. But yeah, they did him really well in this. And yes, he does love to smash things, but he's also got a sensitive side. His relationship with Johnny is great. Just back and forth, giving each other shit the whole time. And you can see he's really close to Sue, close friend, and obviously his best friend's wife. First one to pick up the fact that they're having a baby. So yeah, great. Johnny Storm. So not a hothead. Not like Fan Four Stick shit. Not like Chris Evans or how he was played in Deadpool. They actually made him smart, which is fantastic. Yes, he was kind of the ladies' boy, but he was a smart, and I thought it was quite good fitting him into the role like that. Because no shit, he is an astronaut like the rest of them. They are astronauts. Well, I don't know. Can you be a dumb astronaut? Well, I guess we sent Katy Perry to space, didn't we? Anyway, but enough of that. Sue Storm. Yep, great. I thought she was good. Pregnant mum, strong. That line. How do we say it? I will not sacrifice my son for the earth, but I won't sacrifice the earth for my son or my child. Yeah, that one. Great speech. She came across really strong. One of the main... They did her powers justice, I felt, with Galactus. Not just invisible, but the force fields, which is great. A bit creepy. She turns her belly see-through so you can see the baby. But if you're into it, you're into it. Reed Richards, yeah, again, smart. Too smart. Comic book smart, but that's good. Things just seem to happen. He's like, oh yeah, that, and then something was invented, so that was good. I'll be interested to see how like a character like that just blends in with the 616s, because you've got some smart ones there. Like if it was a Tony Stark or a Bruce Banner, how they would interact with a Reed Richards, that would be interesting. Things... We didn't see the Council of Reeds, so that was kind of good. I thought, like, maybe later on down the line, if we're doing a Secret Wars, hey, if Miles Teller comes back, that would be great. Imagine, that version of Reed and Miles Teller as the Maker, interacting, lots of talking, very different versions of the character. This current Reed's got the family, got the kids. The Miles Teller version, young, the team could have broken up. He could easily go down the Maker and see those family that he should have had, and this is why he's like that. And yeah, you got to see a glimpse of Franklin having all the powers in the world. I don't know if they're going to make him a mutant or not, like in the comics, and then undo that, or is he just going to be the power cosmic boy? But basically, he is an overpowered super whatchamacallit, and that is just Franklin. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do going forward. Whoa. Only negatives I had. Second end credits sucked. Waiting around for that. I mean, it was great and a homage to the blah 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 the comic, but and then I had just the smelliest sarcastic teenagers behind me, and it's like, why bother coming to a movie if you're gonna smell and be sarcastic the whole time? Sorry, maybe I smell to them. You never know. I'm just an old bugger in the front row going to watch a kids movie. But yeah, it was just it's the Fantastic Four. Of course, it's cheesy. It's Marvel. No, yeah, of course there's a giant man walking down the high street. What else are you going to do about it? Anyway, I digress, but definitely get out there and see it. Great movie. Let's see what happens next with it. I quite enjoyed it. Yeah. Bring on Doomsday. Let's see what happens. I'm optimistic now. I'm excited. Thunderbolts and this have really brought me back into it, so... Fingers crossed the next stage is great. Looking forward to the next movies. And yeah, get out there, watch it. Let me know what you think. Hopefully I didn't do too much spoilers, but that was just a random blurting out or stuff just off the top of my head for watching it there. Loved it. See you next video. Cheers.